Welcome to KLR the Photo Guru YouTube channel. This is KL Rajapanse. Have you ever tried taking a panning shot using your DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera? Now this video is all about shooting a beautiful panning shot using your cameras. Are you using DSLR or a mirrorless camera and shooting only in automatic mode? Come out of the automatic mode and explore your camera's other creative controls. Learn the basics right and shoot brilliant photos. Know your camera settings and the digital photographic techniques. Learn to see the subject, use the light and understand the picture composition. Get the hands-on experience through my structured demo sessions and field trips. Join my weekend or full-time courses in Ambition Sport Photography Academy. Feel the fun of learning photography. For more information, please see this video details or call 9444441190. Enjoy photography. Panning shot is nothing but a shot where you try to shoot something moving. It's basically about establishing a movement by using slightly a slower shutter speed so that you are able to make the background blur and the subject sharp. Normally in photography we use shutter speed to control the effect of the movement. When you increase the shutter speed, the moving object will get freezed. When you try to use a slower shutter speed, you know very well it gets a blurring effect. Now in this case, we are not going to blur the subject, we are going to blur the background. Now first let us understand about the camera settings to shoot a panning shot. I would suggest you to use a short zoom lens. Maybe if you are using a basic DSLR camera, the camera comes with 18 to 55 short zoom lens. That is an ideal lens for shooting a panning shot. If it is going to be a full frame camera like this, it could be 24 to 105. And a focal length of 50 to 70 would be just ideal for shooting a panning shot because you will be fairly closer to the moving object. When you are fairly close to the moving object, the panning effect will be very effective. If the moving object is far away, the panning effect will not be that effective. So try to go as close as possible to the subject. Maybe around 20 feet is just an ideal distance from where you can always take a nice picture. Now coming to the camera controls, you can shoot with shutter priority mode, S mode in Nikon cameras and TV mode in Canon cameras. Set the shutter speed around 45 to 60 or sometimes to 125 also, depending upon the speed of the moving subject. Don't use 1/1000 or 1/2000 for shooting panning shot because you are not going to get the panning effect. You may not be able to blur the background. So I would suggest you to use 45, 60 and 125 as the shutter speeds. Or ISO could be from 200 to 400, especially in a daylight condition like this. White balance can be set at daylight or it can also be kept at automatic option. So go for a AF servo mode. The autofocus mode should be in AF servo in Canon, and in Nikon it should be AFC. Now looking into the exposure meter mode, it can be evaluative in Canon and matrix in Nikon. When you are choosing a focus point, select all point focus. When you select all point focus, all the autofocus points are active in your camera, and when the subject is moving inside the frame, your camera could easily track it and then focus it perfectly. Remember to choose continuous shooting mode. When you are shooting a moving object, it is better to take multiple shots. So when you are trying to take a panning shot, try to stand very stable, keep your legs slightly apart and make your hips fairly flexible and hold your camera on the eye level in case you are using an optical viewfinder. Hold it like this and track the subject as it enters the frame and follow it along with the movement of the subject. So when you start following it like this, you see your camera will track the subject and focus it continuously. Never allow your subject to get away from the camera or please do not crop it. So you have a zoom lens and depending upon the distance, you can always zoom in and zoom out. Your camera will continuously take the pictures and it's going to be a fantastic shot. When it comes to composition, if it is possible, try to keep your moving subject slightly off-centered, maybe on the vital points of the intersection and allow more space towards the direction of the movement. And as for the panning is concerned, it is not necessary that you should always try a horizontal movement. The movement can be in any direction. It can be even a diagonal movement, like this or like this. It can be even a vertical movement. Suppose you are shooting children playing on a slide, you can always move the camera in a diagonal fashion. Initially, when you are trying a panning shot, you may not be able to get all the shots right. But when you keep practicing, it will become better. Shoot more pictures. And whenever you see something moving, do not go for a normal shot. Always try for a panning shot. Suppose you are shooting a moving car, your shutter speed could be around 45 to 60. Always try to shoot a slow moving car or slow moving vehicle. So depending upon the size of the vehicle, you have to change the shutter speed also. And try to compose the picture so that the vehicle is not cut. Try to get it full. You can even crop it little in the post-production. If you find this video interesting, please like it, share it, and subscribe to KLR The Photo Guru YouTube channel. Press the bell button for the updates. I'll catch up with similar videos in future. Take care.